What is up guys, I hope everyone is doing well. It has been some time now since the OnePlus 6 launched, and while I am rocking the red version now, I wanted to put a little video together to let you guys know what I have been enjoying and maybe some improvements that I would like to see in the next iteration. So with that said, let's jump into it. So let's go ahead and start with the looks. There is no denying that that red OnePlus 6 is a beautiful handset. The red paired up with that Gorilla Glass 5 on the back just glistens and draws plenty of looks from passers-by. And for those who are wondering, the same Gorilla Glass 5 can be found on the front. If red isn't your jam, there are other colour options that you can go for. So one of the main reasons that I take my OnePlus everywhere with me is the fact that it has a headphone jack. I really rate this highly in my priorities, so I'm super thankful that they kept it there. Sometimes I just want to plug in my good headphones and get some high quality audio. So elsewhere on the handset we have awesome things like the super convenient alert slider, and something else that may not make it into your list of priorities is the fact that the buttons are super clicky and feel great. For me, there is nothing worse than buying a flagship handset and getting cheap mushy buttons. The Fingerprint Reader can be found on the back, which is a popular choice these days, and is fast enough, but honestly I do not utilise it at all as the face unlock is super fast and super easy to use. Moving on to the screen, it's 6.2 inches, Full HD and also Super OLED. So while not 1440p like other flagships, it looks great, and being OLED it really helps with the battery saving. It's obviously not as sharp as the Galaxy S9 for example, but I use it on a daily basis and honestly I definitely have no trouble moving to it from my Galaxy etc. So maybe it's just a mindset thing, but honestly going from 1080p to 1440p, unless you're holding them side by side, in my personal opinion, I don't think you're going to tell the difference. So as for the notch on the front, I've said this time and time again, it's easy to get used to and honestly it doesn't bother me in the slightest, but if you're totally against it, you can go ahead and hide it in the software. Super easy to do, super quick, so the option is there. Speaking of the battery, we have a 3000 mAh battery which gets me through the day with no trouble at all, and I am a super heavy user. I'm in work all day, I'm on Twitter, I watch YouTube videos on all my breaks, I'm on Instagram, I'm posting pictures, I'm playing PUBG probably when I'm not supposed to in the bathroom stalls, and when I get home I have plenty of juice left, so nothing to complain about there. Unfortunately we don't have any wireless charging here, but I can forgive this and I'll tell you why in the conclusion. But we have OnePlus Dash Charge, which is ridiculous fast, so if you need some juice on the go you can plug it in and give it 20 minutes, half an hour and you are good to go again. Okay, so what's it like to actually use this on a daily basis? Well, with the Snapdragon 845 on board paired with the Adreno 630 GPU, with either 6 or in my case 8GB of RAM, this thing is just a beast. It's super fluid, apps open instantly and it will handle anything you throw at it. I would go as far as saying this is one of the fastest handsets that I have used to date. So Oxygen OS is super close to stock Android, so I didn't really feel the need to go ahead and throw a launcher on there like I do on some of my other devices, as honestly I can get on with it, and it has some pretty neat built-in features, for example gaming mode. With all that power and me being somewhat of a gaming addict, this handset has me playing more mobile games than ever. So gaming mode allows you to do things like block incoming notifications, which I think is super handy, especially when you're playing PUBG and you need all that concentration. You can route incoming calls to the speaker for ease of use. It can automatically disable auto brightness for you, and last of all it can limit the network usage of other apps to ensure that you are getting max performance. Overall I would say that this is one of the best handsets right now for gamers on the market available in the UK. It handles all the big titles with ease and they look great. The only downside to gaming on the OnePlus 6 is the single speaker, as it is bottom firing. It's kind of tinny sounding and it is a weak point of this handset, but if you're like me and you utilise headphones while you are gaming, it probably won't be a problem. I honestly, even on handsets that have the dual firing speakers, I could count in one hand the amount of times that I would use them. Even in work, I always plug a headset in. So I guess we should quickly talk about the camera. What we have here is a dual setup with a primary 16 megapixel sensor with OIS and an f1.7 aperture, and the secondary is a 20 megapixel sensor with no OIS, used for pretty much portrait mode I think. Overall the camera is decent. You get nice shots with plenty of detail, limited noise, and the colour accuracy is on point. Again, using portrait mode, it looks pretty good as you can see from these samples, but I would say that it's probably not as good as the iPhone X or the S9 Plus. But that's okay, and just to wrap this video up, here is why that is okay. So the OnePlus 6 right now will cost you £469, which is way cheaper than an iPhone X, an S9 Plus, or any other of those flagships. And honestly, if you buy the OnePlus 6, you are not really sacrificing a lot. Sure, it doesn't have those dual firing speakers, 1440p displays, or wireless charging, but it has what matters: solid and super fast performance, great battery life, and something that looks and feels premium in your hand. So I think OnePlus have done an awesome job here with this handset. I am definitely enjoying it, and I'm pretty sure it will come with me as one of my daily drivers for right up until the next device launches, no doubt. So if you guys have a OnePlus 6, let me know down below what you think of it, and if you have any questions, you know you can just ask. As always guys, stay safe, be kind to each other, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.